Yeah, be comfortable because we're running out of space. Oh, careful, careful. नीचे लगा दीजिए. Put it down there. Yeah. Now, you can't find any space to sit, then sit on the aisle, no? We'll have to manage somehow. Just sit here. The teachers can grab a seat and, for the teachers, volunteer a place. Okay? Yeah. So, we'll just quickly have a community song together, all of us. We shall overcome. Hum honge kamyab. Okay. Now the Bluebells is prepared on that.
Yes.
Huh? Bluebells is prepared. Okay. So you can lead. Yes. इनको mic देना mic. नहीं वो
अब रुको बेटा.
Hand mic दो जल्दी दो.
पूरा करना है या?
हाँ थोड़ा सा कर लेंगे.
दो ही कर लेते हैं.
No, hold on.
Wait. We remember.
Just we'll all rise, okay? Yeah. We'll all rise.
हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. ओ मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. We shall overcome. We shall overcome, we shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome someday. That we shall overcome someday. हम चलेंगे साथ साथ, डाल हाथों में हाथ. हम चलेंगे साथ, हाथ पकड़िए एक दूसरे के. हम चलेंगे साथ साथ एक दिन. ओहो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. We will walk hand in hand, we will walk hand in hand, we will walk hand in hand someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome someday, that we shall overcome someday. We are not afraid, we are not afraid, we are not afraid today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome someday. नहीं डर किसी का आज, नहीं भय किसी का आज, नहीं डर किसी का आज के दिन. ओहो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. जय हिंद, जय जगत.
Now we'll just welcome our guests with the Angavastram. You know the concept of Angavastram? It comes from the south of India, and these Angavastrams have been made by artisans in Salem. Now they are called Ganga Jamuna. They represent our pluralism. You know, can you imagine south? They talk of Ganga Jamuna, the Tehzeeb, which we talk of the north. So it's all the colors, you know, the colors meeting. That's our pluralism, which represents the ethos of our country. Okay? All love, no hate. And that's the theme of Madiba's program today. So we'll honor our guests. So that's Lara. This is for our representative from the UN Information Center, Mr. Chandramouli. Now, I'll request my colleague and associate, Ramesh Bhai, to give it to the three judges who are going to judge the interaction session, the interactive session. So there is Vinay. Vinay was the associate editor of The Hindu. Satyanarayan Sahu. He was the OSD to the President and the Prime Minister earlier. And Nalini Mohanty was the editor of the Hindustan Times. Is that message, is that loaded? No, it's not video, okay. Okay, so we'll request our associate from the UN Information Center to read the message of the Secretary General of the UN, Mr. Chandramouli.
Good morning, everybody. It's a lively gathering here, young and energetic. So I would begin by saying that some men passed through the history like a shadow, barely noticed. But Nelson Mandela passed through it like a flame, burning bright, steady, and impossible to ignore. He was imprisoned for 27 years. 27, just imagine the number. He has not seen the birth of his grandchildren. He has not seen the funerals of his friends. So many years lost. And yet, when he walked free, he didn't raise his fist in anger. He raised his hand in peace. He didn't ask for revenge. He asked for a future. And somehow, after everything, he was ready to build that future with the very people who had imprisoned him. That kind of strength doesn't raise a voice. That kind of strength doesn't seek attention. It is composed. Is it resolute? It's firm, without hesitation and without hate. Today, as we mark Madiba's 107th birthday, we honor a leader, a way of living, a way of leading, and a way of holding on to our humanity in these times. It is now my honor to read the official message from the Secretary General of the United Nations, Mr. António Guterres. I begin.
Nelson Mandela's extraordinary life showed how one person can transform oppression, struggle, and subjugation into reconciliation, social justice, and unity. Just as Madiba's life was triumph of human spirit, his legacy is a call to rekindle our global commitment to peace, justice, and human dignity. This year's theme reminds us that power to end poverty, inequality is in all our hands. Mandela believed in the power of collective grassroots action. He knew the ordinary people could bend the arc of history, and the lasting change started not in the capitals and boardrooms, but in neighborhoods and communities. Mandela's life of service and progress continues to inspire our own efforts at the United Nations as we celebrate our 80th anniversary. On this important day, and every day, let us all be guided by Madiba's lifelong commitment to freedom, justice, equality, and rights that belong to every person on the earth. And that concludes the message from Secretary General of the United Nations. Before I close, let me extend my heartfelt thanks to His Excellency Professor Anil Sooklal, High Commissioner from South Africa. It's been an honor to share the dais with you. Our gracious co-organizers, the India International Center, Gandhi Yuva Bardari, and Mr. Suhas from Working Group on Alternative Strategy. Thank you for bringing this to life. And students, your ideas and your energies is bringing Madiba's spirit into this room. On behalf of the UN family in India, I thank you for being here, for believing, and for refusing to give up on a world Mandela dreamt of. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You've spoken with such passion. Thank you. Now we'll request our guest from the South African High Commission, Brigadier, to briefly address us. Thank you.
As you get older, you lose your eyes. So the children, remember to take care of your eyes. Good morning, everybody. Did I say something wrong? So you are children, you need to express your vocal cords. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, how you greet the teacher? Good morning, teacher. Thank you very much. It's a very special occasion for us to be here. Myself, my colleague, Ms. Swart, from the South African High Commission. Very blessed to be here. I've been delegated the task on behalf of the ambassador to speak to you. So this day is celebrated to honor the life and legacy of Nelson Mandela. The day is a call to action for individuals, community to take time to reflect on Madiba's values and principles that he stood for, and to make a positive impact in our own communities, in our own countries. The theme for this year, it is still in our hands to combat poverty and inequity. Poverty and inequity is created by us, and I'm sure we together can eradicate it. Now that is the official part of my speech. Now the official part is done. Now I want to address the students. Firstly, not that you all are not important. There's two categories in this room that are very important to us. It's our teachers. All the teachers, please stand up. All the teachers in the venue. I think they deserve a round of applause. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Dhanyavad for your service. You know, without our teachers, we should not be here. So children, take note. Remember, the teachers that teach you make you to fly into space, but they will still be sitting in the classroom. They sacrifice their whole life, not for fortune, not for favor, but just to teach us. Thank you, teachers. And the other important people are the students. Very, very important. You are the future of this country. Students are the future of any country. But you have a choice. You have two choices. You either make a good choice or you make a bad choice. If you make a bad choice, you'll face the consequences. Whatever you do in life, you're going to face those consequences. So if you want to make a change, students, start with your own circle. And you know where your own circle is your family. Start respecting your mother and father. You start there. After you respect your mother and father, respect your teacher. Because if you have not got the basics of that, Madiba's words meant nothing to you. So start with that small circle. I know some of you students, I can relate, I've got a daughter and a son. If you cut the Wi-Fi, you cut their whole life. They will not eat food, but worry about Wi-Fi. So if you want to punish them, cut the Wi-Fi. Study hard. Madiba loved education. Even in prison, he studied hard. You know, he was a lawyer by profession. So study hard and work hard. The similarity with Gandhiji, Gandhiji was also a lawyer. Have an impact in whatever you do. Be result driven. Work through the process. Life is going to be very hard for you students because the population is growing. There's competition amongst you, but get used to it. Get used to this hard life. Because the softer your parents make life for you, you're going to make life softer for your children. And that cycle is not going to end unless we start being hard. There's a couple of ways you can get jobs in the world. The first, by your education, which your teachers give to you. I've always had a query with education. You teach us things, but you don't teach us how to think. You teach us 1 + 1, but you don't teach us how to think. Students don't know how to think. Some of us can be so educated, but we lack common sense. Driving within the lanes of a road. I've got an Indian driving permit now. So, if you drive in between the lanes or you indicate, they know you're a foreigner because you're obeying the rules. So I was going back to what I was saying, jobs, how you get jobs. The first way you get jobs by being educated. The second way is by inheritance. Your father or mother owns a business, they pass it on to you. The third way is by nepotism and contacts. I know Prime Minister Modi. My father will call the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister will make me an MLA. I'll get my ticket. That's called nepotism. Not that Prime Minister Modi is doing that now. Corruption. You pay an IAS officer 10 crore under the bed and you get the job. The last one is by luck. Bhagwan is looking upon you very favorably. But Bhagwan only looks at you if you've been a good person. So I don't want you to inherit jobs. I don't want you to get a job through nepotism. I don't want you to get a job through corruption. I want you to get a job by being educated. The more educated you are, the more luckier you'll get. I'll repeat. The more educated you are, the more luckier you'll get. And then you are the captains of your own destiny. You are the captains of your own ship. You are the commander of your own aircraft. I'm an Air Force guy. I flew light aircraft in my days. So now they say I'm too old to fly. So I understand what it is to be a captain of your own vessel. So you must take charge of your life. I have my little bit of background to close. I have Indian ancestry in me. My forefathers came from India in 1860. So I was born as a Girmitya. Girmitya is, I'm a product of a slave. And I'm a proud product of a slave. So my forefathers came to South Africa, and from India, I think it was Tamil Nadu side. Not because of my skin color, but so whenever somebody looks at me, they say, "Now you come from the south." So when they came to South Africa in the 1860s, they worked as sugarcane in the sugarcane fields, and the one thing they believed in was education. So that's how I got educated, joined the Air Force, became a brigadier general, and the rest was history. I wish each of you well. Mandela Day or Gandhi's Day is not only the 18th of July or in October. It is every day. Every day you need to make a difference. Okay, today is Madiba Day, 18th today. Let's do nice things for the community. Let's pick up the dirt. Let's sweep the streets. The next day, you chew pan and you do the same thing again, which is not good. Students, I wish you well. All the best in your futures. And enjoy this life. To the teachers, Bahut Dhanyavad. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you very much, Brigadier, for that. Yeah, thank you. So now we'll quickly have the performance by Bluebells first. Okay? Yeah. Le. Okay, come.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed an honor for us to be here this evening at the India International Center, gathered in the spirit of peace, justice, and humanity. Values that Nelson Mandela not only believed in, but lived by. Mandela Day is not just a celebration of one man's life, but a global call to action, to inspire change, to serve others, and to carry forward the ideals of equality and dignity.
Every year, our school feels privileged to be a part of this commemoration. It's more than a program. It's a promise. A promise to remember that courage, compassion, and conviction must not remain confined to the history books. In our school, the South Africa Club has taken this vision to heart. It's a student-led initiative dedicated to learning from South Africa's past and championing justice and diversity in the present. Through dialogues, activities, and outreach, the club stands as a living tribute to Mandela's legacy.
Today, our young voices come together in song to honor a legacy that continues to echo around the world. We begin with the spirited South African freedom song, Welele. Rhythmic, joyful, and rooted in resistance, this piece celebrates resilience in the face of oppression.
Following that, our choir will present We Shall Overcome, a song that bridges continents and causes. Originally a gospel tune, it became an anthem of hope during the American Civil Rights Movement and resonates deeply with Mandela's own long walk to freedom. We conclude with the national anthems of both nations, a reminder that the fight for freedom, dignity, and human rights is not bounded by geography. It is universal. It is timeless.
As we listen may we not only remember Mandela's words, but strive to live them. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made in the lives of others. We thank IIC for giving us this opportunity, and we dedicate this evening's offering to the enduring spirit of Madiba. Thank you.
मेरे पास मैन पावर नहीं है मैं बॉक्सेस खोल के दोबारा सामान दूंगा जस्ट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना कर ले अब मैं क्या करूं बताओ फिर मैं
We'll have to rise for the South African national anthem. Doesn't look nice.
South Africa, South Africa. I did love on him, I did tell on sea. Urtevi Bertes, Mardi Gras and Woodkey. Sounds the call to come together, and united we shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa, our land. Jana Gana Mana Adinayak
Siddharth, you are up next. आगे से आ जाएंगे ना. That's okay, रमेश भाई आगे से आ जाएंगे.
The man who taught us that courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela joined the African National Congress in 1944 and began his lifelong battle against apartheid, a system that denied black South Africans even the most basic human rights. In 1964, at the Rivonia trial, Mandela stood in the dock facing life imprisonment and declared, "I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society. It is an ideal for which I am prepared to die." With those words, he was sentenced to 27 years behind bars. But what apartheid could never imprison was his spirit. And in those long years at Robben Island, he did not lose hope. Instead, he became hope. Mandela walked out of prison on 11 February 1990, not with vengeance, but with vision. In 1994, South Africa held its first democratic elections, and Mandela became its first black president. On 10 June 1994, he told Parliament, "Let there be justice for all, let there be peace for all, let there be work, bread, water, and salt for all." How deeply these words still resonate. Mandela didn't just fight for black South Africans. He fought for human dignity everywhere. He believed that no one is born hating another person because of the color of their skin or their story. He dreamed of a world where every child could grow up free, equal, and loved. Dear friends, let us become Mandela. Let us speak when we see injustice. Let us reach across divisions and embrace our shared humanity. It's about time it's about time, it's about time.
There's a full moon over India, and Gandhi lives again. Who's to say you have to lose for someone else to win? In the eyes of all the people, the look is much the same. For the first is just the last one. When you play a deadly game, it's about time you realize it. We're all in this together. It's about time we find out it's all of us or none. It's about time we recognize it. These changes in the weather. It's about time. It's about changes, and it's about time. There's a light in the Vatican window for all the world to see, and a voice cries in the wilderness, and sometimes he speaks for me. I suppose I love him most of all when he kneels to kiss the land. With his lips upon our mother's breast, he makes his strongest stand. It's about time we start to see it. The earth is our only home. It's about time we start to face it. We can't make it all alone. It's about time we start to listen to the voices in the wind. It's about time, it's about changes, and it's about time. There's a man who is my brother. I just don't know his name, but I know his home and family, because I know we feel the same. And it hurts me when he's hungry and when his children cry. I too am a father, and that little one is mine. It's about time we begin it, to turn the world around. It's about time we start to make it the dream we've always known. It's about time we start to live it, the family of man. It's about time, it's about changes, and it's about time. It's about peace, and it's about plenty, and it's about time. It's about you and me together, and it's about time.
Very much to Manthan School. Thank you very much for that performance. So passionate, so beautiful, and the words are still ringing in our ears. Thank you very much. Now we have the last presentation by Dipale. Please come on the stage quickly.
Good morning, everyone. We are the students of Dipalia, here with a group of 21 to present a song dedicated to Nelson Mandela, a man who stood for equality, peace, and justice. We hope you enjoy the song, and if you do know the song, please do sing along. Thank you.
Beautiful presentation. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. I think we're running out of time now.
So before ending, going, I would like to thank respectable guests and observers for your inspiring words. Thank you.
Now we'll, before we go into the interactive session, we would like you to see this clip which has a lot of meaning and links India to South Africa. It links our iconic figures of Gandhi and Mandela. So can we just have the clip quickly, please?
Gandhi, a young 23-year-old barrister who has just arrived in Darrin from India, is en route to Pretoria in connection with his legal work.
As soon as you get to Pretoria, send me a telegram. Aujo, Khudafis.
Hey, Coolie, what are you doing here? Conductor, there's a damn coolie in my compartment.
You're in the wrong compartment. All natives to travel in the van. Come on, Sammy, don't give us any trouble.
I was issued a ticket for this compartment, and I insist on going in it.
No, you won't.
I will not leave this compartment. Where does it say reserved for Europeans only? Please show me.
Get off my train.
Out you go, Sammy. I will not leave the van. I will protest to the authorities. In the luggage van. That's for you.
Today, we are righting a century-old wrong. This nation, once one of the world's most notorious symbols of discrimination, intolerance, and oppression, today proclaims a message of dignity restored. In contrast to that shameful day, Pietermaritzburg and indeed South Africa is sending a message of hope.
After a long and relentless struggle, we have seen victory against the apartheid regime.
That's okay. Just close it now. Close it.
But
We
the
have the lights
revolution
on
that
now.
began here more than 100 years ago, and which
So now we go into the interactive session. Brigadier, would you like to join? Huh? Yeah. Okay. So the judges now to be a little quick in noting. Okay. Why is Nelson Mandela a role model for us? Why is Nelson Mandela a role model for us? Now, it's very important that only one student from each school. You can't have too many students from the same school. Okay? Yeah, you'll have to pass the mic. Get the other person also with you. Yeah, go ahead. No, just hold on. We'll note the name. They just say the name for the judges, okay? No, they'll waste a lot of time then. You can note the name. Just say the name so that they can note it. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ishanya Sanyal.
Louder, little louder.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ishanya Sanyal. I'm from Amity Saket, and I believe Nelson Mandela can be an inspiration or a role model, as he believes that a man must learn to hate, and if he or she can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. For love comes more naturally to the human heart. He mentions that even in the grimmiest times in prison, he saw humanity in the guards, and that gave him hope. I think that hope should be the role model or the inspiration for us. He mentioned in his biography, in his autobiography, that the man's goodness is a flame that can never be extinguished. And I believe all of us in this room, all of us outside this room also should have that goodness in our heart. Nelson Mandela was never bitter. He wanted equality, he wanted freedom, but he wanted freedom for everyone. The oppressor and the oppressed, he believed, were both striped of their freedom. We, I believe, should believe in equality and freedom, which were the key ideals of Nelson Mandela.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, anybody else? Not from the same school? Yeah, here. We are on the role model, okay?
Well, good morning to one and all present here. I am Bravish from Summerfield School, and I think why Nelson Mandela could be considered as our role model is because freedom just doesn't come on its own. It's a responsibility. And because freedom is a responsibility, when a single person is only free, it's not freedom. Freedom comes with privilege. If you're privileged, you're not free. And Nelson Mandela was the person who told us perfectionately how the twin obligations could be put into the minority as well. We have dual lives, we have many lives to do, but Nelson Mandela was the one who taught us exactly that tragedy and leadership comes from legacy, and that is showed by leadership. He was the one who showed us the view to leadership and told us that how perfectly the twin obligations and the majority could not only survive when the minority is alive as well. Thank you.
Anybody else? Yeah, there. Just one second. Quickly. Your name, school?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Krisha Singh, and I'm from Bal Bharati Public School, Gangaram. So Nelson Mandela was in prison for 27 years, such a long time. But after he walked out of prison, he didn't have any aggression, that extreme aggression that most people would have after being in prison for 27 years. So I think that's what we all should also implement in our life, leaving off that hatred, that extreme aggression. Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, go ahead.
So, good morning, everyone. My name is Preet Kaur, and
Louder, louder.
And I think so Nelson Mandela as a role model because he taught us
Will you
that
repeat the school again?
Guru Tegh Bahadur Third Centenary Public School.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think so Nelson Mandela as a role model. In my perspective, he taught us that we should learn to forgive everybody, and we should not take revenge. And he was a person who just want peace, who just want equality for everyone. And
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, sorry. And I think so, in my point of view, Nelson Mandela was a person who just wants peace. And he did, as he was in a prison, and after coming from prison, Mandela also continued his struggle, but with forgiveness and not with revenge. And as South Africa was at the edge of a civil war, and maybe if he had take action in the in revenge, so basically the
Fine.
country
Thank
should be
you.
divided.
Thank you. There. Yeah.
Hi everyone, I am Ridhima from Silvan Public School, Rajendra Nagar. For me, Nelson Mandela isn't just somebody we read in our history books or political science books. He's more than that. For me, he is somebody, if we call him like just a political figure would be an understatement. He was a great visionary, even the architects of our mind. He stood for various things: non-violence, forgiveness, in fact, unity, most of all. He went in prison for 27 years, like Sir mentioned. That's like 2 decades, more than 2 decades, almost 3. I believe what he stood for, we often quote that. We quote his lines like about resentment, how he forgave his oppressors. But I often wonder, why don't we really embody that? It's very common to quote him, but would we really forgive somebody who oppressed us or maybe bullied us online or commented something rude? For me, he's a role model because of that.
Okay.
He really did what he stood for.
Thank you. Now we go into the second question. How is Madiba's ideal of love overtaking hatred relevant to our times, to our country? Yeah. Quickly, quickly.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I am Navika Malik from Bal Bharati Public School, Noida. So I believe that his ideal of love winning above everyone, love being above everything else is very relevant in today's time. As we are seeing in today's world, we are not even really ready to forgive anyone, or even like we have resentment brewing in our minds.
I was specifically talking of our country. How is that message of love and hatred relevant to India?
In our country, sir, there is also resentment for a lot of reasons. Someone bullied me, someone said this to me and I felt really bad, so I will hate him from now onwards. So in that, we should learn from him that how to forgive one, how to win, how to let love win, and how to forgive someone so that you don't carry that resentment in your heart. It will poison you inside.
Yeah, thank you. Here, take the mic.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Karanveer Singh, and I'm from JP Public School, Noida. And I believe India as a country is very diverse. It has different religions, different races. It has many languages. And I think his ideal of love overtaking hatred is very relevant, especially in places with a lot of diversity like India, because it promotes not to fight among ourselves and stand in unity even when there are differences. And it also promotes how even when there's so much hatred or diversity among each other, we should just embrace it. We should see each other as humans and we should not try to feel superior from one or another, or try to make the other feel inferior.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, I am Bhavya Sharma from OPG World School, Dwarka. And I believe that this is especially relevant in India, since India is such a diverse nation that violence can take place on any issue. On the matters of religion, on communal violence is very prevalent in a country like India. And the separatist movements that happen often in India are all because of hatred, are all because of intolerance that Indians have towards other minorities. So we must all just choose love over hatred and accept the prevalence of diversity in our nation. Thank you.
Yeah. Either.
I am Riya Yadav from Modern Public School, and as we know, our country, India, is full of various traditions and religions. Still, in this time, we give always love to people and people of various traditions and diverse religions. Though there are few people who spread hate on these things, but still, India respects all religions, loves all religions, so that's the biggest factor which our country promotes all over.
Okay, thank you. There.
All right. Good morning. I am Shivanjali Sapra from Amity International School, Saket. I have 2 points for my answer. One, about why this ideology of love over hatred actually applies the most in today's time, because in today's time, every human is becoming selfish, right? We all look at ourselves, at our personal communities. So the fact that we need to forgive, we need to forget, we need to love others, that becomes way more relevant in today's time, today's modern polarizing world. And second, how this ideology applies to India. You know, India in recent times, we've seen quite a lot of violence, right? Like the Pakistan war and other communal riots. But we need, okay. So what we understand is, in such a diverse country, I think a lot of people have raised the point of diversity. But what we need to understand is that love over hatred helps us to implement an ideology of India from very ancient times, that is of unity. So to get that ideology running, even in today's time, is what's most important. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. I am Ujasvi Sharma from Salwan Public School, Rajendra Nagar. As we all are very aware that India is a highly diverse nation and there are a lot of religions and communities that are living together in India. I believe love over hate is something that can always solve a lot of conflicts. As we can see in the recent Pahalgam terror attack, there was a lot of religious opinions and a lot of religious side to it. There was a lot of religious momentum to it. And we can also see the riots happening in Maharashtra, and we constantly witness the religions trying to feel superior or be superior to one another. And the worst part is that governments often try to manipulate this. They try to manipulate the crowd. As Sir mentioned in his speech earlier, nepotism is a very big factor. I feel like nepotism in the media specifically is affecting this sector a lot, because media is literally feeding the minds of people to hate rather than to love. Oftentimes we come across such examples, right? So I feel like a government should rather, instead of taking the stance of some kind of religious community, as in particular, they should rather stand for the people, as they should teach love, as Mandela said in his speeches, and as Mandela applied in his ideology, that hate is always something that has to be taught, and love comes naturally. And I feel like citizens of India do know how to love. They do coexist. If we walk around in the streets of India, we do see a lot of Muslims and Hindus going on together. We see Christians. We come across every type of person, every color, every gender, every race, and they're all just they're all very free to roam around, and no one is being suppressed as such. But I feel like the image that the media has created, that everyone hates each other or someone is against another person, the manipulation of media is something that should be more highlighted.
Fine. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Rashti Tiwari from Mount Abu Public School, Rohini. And according
Repeat
to
your school again.
Mount Abu Public School, Rohini.
Mount Abu.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
So love overtakes hatred is relevant to our times in a contrasting sense, since due to social media we have become so much judgmental that we come across videos and reels and we see tons of hate comments instead of appreciation and affection for the good content that we are coming across. Hence, love over hatred is something we must pursue, and it is already embodied in the culture of India. So we must just get connected to our roots in order to get to the point.
Okay, there.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Vasudha Kulshresh, and I'm from the Manthan School.
Repeat your school properly. Just relax. Really, yeah. What is the school?
Sir, I'm from the Manthan School.
Okay.
And I think, on recent news, the language wars in Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Karnataka. The wars in civil wars going in Manipur, and the language was going on. So I think Madiba told us to love like God, and that God is within us, who doesn't discriminate, who forgets and forgives, who encourages each other to love each other. So, yeah, that's it. And
Okay, fine. Thanks. Yeah. Right. Now, running out of time, also, please quickly
Good
be
morning,
brief.
sir. Sure. I'm Khushi Sadija from Mahavir Senior Model School. And I feel that love is actually relevant in India. It's not like it's not relevant in our nation. Obviously, it is. But when it comes to differences, instead of embracing each difference we have in our cultures, religions, communities, etc., the factor comes is that supremacy. That point, our religion is better than yours, we are better than you. So yes, love is relevant over hate in a country like diverse as ours. So yes, to embrace that each difference and diversity and be the reason to stand out. That's why.
Okay, just one sec. Yeah. Go ahead.
Good morning, guest. My name is Prithvi Kumar Tiwari, and I'm from Shri Global School. We understand that the born-free generation faces a different set of realities: unemployment, digital inequality, and political disillusionment. Mandela's values, love, justice, humility, resilience, are not at all outdated. But it is up to us as governments and societies to translate those values into opportunities, accessible education, and digital empowerment, and speak directly to youth. I would like to give an example. Recently, in India, people are fighting over languages. Communities have opinions, but these opinions can be changed into love according to Mandela's values. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, here.
A very good morning, everyone. My name is Favleen Kaur, and I am from Guru Tegh Bahadur 3rd Centenary Public School. A quote from Nelson Mandela's Long Walk to Freedom says, if a person can learn to hate, he can be taught, he can be taught to love. And I truly believe this quote can significantly can be implied in a country like India, where people connect their feelings with, from the smallest, from an animal to a human being. We respect our mothers like God. Animals, give them respect. And I truly believe that a person, if he cannot be changed by hatred, can be changed by love. And that is what I believe, truly. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Ritu, from Mahavir Senior Model School. Today, the world is burning. War in Gaza, Ukraine, and even violence in our own community. Yet, humanity shines through. Just last month, during the Pahalgam War, or I can say Indo-Pak War, an Indian doctor treated a Muslim child who was injured during the war. That's Mandela's spirit alive choosing compassion over conflict. And how can we forget? Our country's motto is Vasudev Kutumbakam. A world is a big family. And even we follow the code of Atiti Devo Bhava. If you walk in our local streets, you will find people of different religion, people of diversity living together. If you don't have a shelter to live, you can just ask a local house and they can provide you with shelter and food. That's our country, that's our India. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, yes. Good morning, everyone. I am Siddhant from St. Columbus School. Mandela's belief of love over hatred is very relevant in today's world because the world is facing growing divisions, violence, and online hate. For instance, if you take the example of Operation Sindoor and Pahalgam attack, we have seen this emerged because of religious differences. Mandela's belief taught us that we should not respond this with anger, but with compassion, forgiveness, and unity. Thank you.
Okay.
Greetings of the day to everyone. I am Akshat Singh from Gyan Mandir Public School. And
which school? Again, slowly, what school they have to note down?
Gyan Mandir Public School.
Gyan Mandir?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It has been near about 8 decades since the colonizers have left our country. But what I believe, we are still slaves of their thoughts. Our politicians practice their practice of divide and rule. We are fighting over religion, we are fighting over language, we are fighting over states, we are fighting over ethnicities. But we should remember the words of Nelson Mandela, that he was against white domination and he was against black domination. He was a guy who supported equality. He was the one who wanted to create a nation where oppressor and oppressed could live with each other. He thought, what was his thought was that both oppressor and oppressed were victims. One was the victim of hatred and one was the victim of oppression. So I believe that in our country nowadays, where people are fighting so much against each other, we have become so much selfish for our community that we should remember the words of Nelson Mandela. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. That's the last one now. Any school which has been left out? Any school? You've not said, no, nobody from your school yet? Okay.
Good morning. I am Chandini from Bal Bharti Public School, Gangaram. As we look back to newly independent India, we see the first and foremost challenge of nation building was forging national unity and integrity while accommodating diversity. Many believe that this was not possible in a country like India, which has a vast continental size and diversity. But we see the results now. Even after the trauma of partition, we are united and we live together only because of love. We see earlier people ask about their religion, ask about religion or region of other person to discriminate, but now we ask this for celebrating it and knowing more about them.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Go ahead. Your school has not participated yet? Okay.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Web of Khanna, and I'm from Bal Bharti Public School, Rohini. So I want to start with, when the dust of war settles, what remains is not victory or loss, but the ruins trampled, right erased, and future lost. So Nelson Mandela, what displayed is a quality of unity and diversity. He emphasized the cohesiveness of black and white together in his nation. This gave us the idea how we should live in the modern world. As we see every day, we woke up and we see the newspaper, thousands of people have died due to riots in our country, and that is a bitter truth. This ideology tells us that there is a war between our internal personas and inherited ideologies from our parents or our societies. Thank you, sir.
The last one now there. Which school is that? Sorry? Okay. Yeah, just after you. Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, I'm from Shri Global School. My name is Arna Srivastava. So, this love over hatred, this idol of Nelson Mandela is really truly resonates in India.
as before independence as well, our Gandhiji, Bapuji had a vision of love and hatred. He used to refer the citizens of India as the 40 crore bhai behan. He didn't always said Indians or citizens. He had that love towards his own community and the Indians. So this is how I think it really is.
Okay.
Good morning, sir. I believe that
No,
Nelson
no,
Mandela.
take your name and the school name.
I am Gautam Jain from Delhi Public School, Rohini, and I believe Nelson Mandela's ideals are very applicable to India today. Because in India, we fight over rivers, we fight over states, we fight over race, we fight over gender, and we fight about everything. But Nelson Mandela's ideals of love over hatred remind us that it doesn't matter what your race is, it doesn't matter what your gender is, it only matters that all of us are Homo sapiens. We all are of the same kind, so we should not spread hate, we should spread love. Thank you.
Okay, I think now we'll have to close the. Which school are you from? Have you participated? The school participated? Sorry? You have, okay. No, I think we'll have. The judges, please keep in mind that they shouldn't be. I mean, you cannot have two prizes to the same school, okay? So please keep in mind that, because we would like a representation. So as the judges now decide on the 3 top contenders for the prizes, which will be then given by the UN mission, Mr. Chandramouli will be giving the prizes with the brigadier and our councillor Lara. So the 3 prizes will be given by 3 of you, and the judges will now decide. In the meanwhile, I'll just take 2 minutes of all your attention. You see, if you consider Nelson Mandela as a role model, there are several reasons rooted in his actions, rooted in his character, rooted in his impact. The first is resilience and courage. I mean, enduring 27 years of prison, and then coming out of those harsh conditions without acrimony. Now that's a big thing. It's a very, very big thing. The second is his commitment to equality. He fights against the apartheid system. He advocates racial equality and justice. The third is forgiveness and reconciliation. I think we need it here. You know, this mob lynching, there's all this kind of crazy stuff that you have got beef in your fridge and you attack the guy. You know, this kind of animosity, this kind of hatred. We see it every day in our country. So we must think of Mandela. And the other thing which I keep saying all these years is that, you know, you guys have to become your own role models, you know, because you have very few role models before you to follow. So you have to become your own role models. There is, which I keep saying, there is a Mandela in you, there is a Gandhi in you, there is a Martin Luther King in you, in each one of you, you know. So you must see within and take out that entity which you all have. And look at his leadership and humility. You know, the time his term is over as president, he says, now I'm going to go. You know, he doesn't stick to his chair. You have so many guys right across the world sticking to the chair. You know, they want to keep ruling. You know, I mean, if they turn 75, it doesn't matter, but they keep ruling. So that's the man we had. And then the kind of global influence he had, you know, which is tremendous. And the most important thing is his moral conviction. You know, he could move a nation. He could move his people. You know, there's this little episode which I would like to end with, that his son asks him, "Dad, where do you go? I don't see you. You know, you don't put me to sleep every night. You don't sing a lullaby to me. Are you my father?" He says, and you know what Madiba replies? "I have so many sons and daughters all across South Africa. How can I be of all of them? So you have to bear it, my son. I'm a father to so many sons, so many daughters across the country." Okay? So I think that now the judges would have arrived at a decision. Nalini, Vinay, a minute more? Okay. It's going to be tough, I think, for them. Now you have to, each one of you have to collect your food packets before you go, okay? You've had a long day, and thank you very much, very patient. How many of you have attended this program earlier? When was this? Last year or the year before that? Last year, okay. Yeah, of course. Manthan has been a knockout. Yeah, so so I think you announce it. Yeah. Yeah, here is the decision from the judges.
This was very tough because in the second question, 18 children, they spoke, 18 students. In the first, we had 7 or 8, 9. So 2 different questions and your perceptions. So we arrived at a unanimous decision from 3 of us. First one is, I couldn't get the name.
They come parallel. So
They'll come parallel. Oh,
yeah.
You said 3 prizes.
Yeah, 3. So they are all parallel, same
So
prize.
all parallel, no first, second, and third. From Amity Saket, it's Sanyal, Ishita, oh yeah.
Come up.
And second parallel track is Akshat from Gyan Mandir. And third is Jasmeet from Salwan Public School. Jasmeet or? Oh, you.
Did you get the name correct? Is it?
Oh, Jaswini, you spoke about media.
Oh, Jaswini. Okay. So now, yeah. So, Mr. Chandmoli, can you give one of the? Lara, can you? Brigadier? Just hold on, we'll take a group. Just hold on. Yeah. All the presidents and all the judges, please come. Lara, can you join us? Ramesh bhai, aap bhi aaye. So thank you all. It's been a. Now we'll just take a group photograph. So all of the sab rise karenge khade ho. हाँ. We'll all have to rise and we'll take a photograph. So we'll send it to all the schools. I think we'll get no places. You manage it. Huh? Come this side. Come to the eye. Come this side. Please come this side. come closer. Come here, come. Cover this, doesn't matter. Come. आगे आ जाओ.